Hi there guys and welcome to episode 24 on the month of Retro Brown. See wiggle in front of you, we have today got one of the legendary beasts, our first one on the channel. And I'm actually really excited for this one because out of the three, Raikou has always been my favourite. Just from the design alone, it's so much cooler than Entei, so much cooler than Suicune. Like, how can you not like this guy more? He actually does look like a thunder god. So let's bring it to the actual base stats. Let's talk about that first. Base stat total of 581, the highest we've seen on this channel apart from Lugia. Fantastic spread across them, apart from defense, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's still quite decent at 75. And you know what? We actually start with a great move. We actually start off with the move Bite. Which, in hindsight, you're probably thinking, how is that a great move? Well, in Gen 2, Dark-type moves are all special. Look at our special attack, it's at 115. We are going to tear through this run with just Bite alone. It's a 60 base power move, fantastic to start off the game with. And just here, as you can see, Bite does massive damage to that Chikorita. It's going to be a free hit KO, and it also has the chance to flinch. Bite is a fantastic move to start off with. So once we've beaten the rival, we're going to go through and name our rival for today, and it's going to be, of course, Jack Ruby, one of the new subscribers to the channel in the past few months. Let's see how you do against a Raikou, mate. That brings us on to the first gym leader, and that is Falconer the Flying type. Now, we don't get an electric type move until level 11, but we go into this at level 8, because I just think Raikou is going to be that good, we do not even need a Thunder type move. It takes 2 bites to take down that Pidgey, and that brings us to the Pidgeotto, but we have been mud slapped to hell here, meaning we're barely even going to hit it. We do manage to get a flinch or two in, but even with that berry recovering our HP, I don't think we're going to have enough accuracy to be able to do this. We're at our lowest point of accuracy right now, and if we don't hit here, we don't hit. So there we go, that's a loss against the flying type gym leader. I think as long as we hit, we're actually going to do it. So I'm going to go back in the exact same level, and we'll see how we do again. So we get a flinch against the Pidgey. That is crucial to how you can do this fight. You get those flinches, you are golden. And you will not even need Thunder Shock. And we take the win at level 9. That's probably the lowest level we've been able to beat Falconer at. Yeah, it's good. We also learn Mud Slap after this as well, which is going to be crucial for the next point in the game. Let's have a chat about our move pool just while we're going into the next fights against the Rocket Grunts. So we learn Thunder Shock at level 11. We then learn another subsequent move every 10 levels, leading up to level 71 where we learn Thunder. That's not really going to help us out. What we actually want is to learn Thunder as soon as possible and to learn Dig as soon as possible. They're going to be two of the most important moves for this entire run. And same with Bite. Bite is actually going to be one of the moves that we carry through the entire game. Because by the time we get to level 61, we're either going to be right at the end of the game where Bite doesn't matter. But I don't even know if we're going to need Crunch. I actually think we could get to the end game without even getting to level 60. And that would be perfect, because that would be a channel first on the Johto Solo Challenges. So I was so confident about going against Bugsy, I went into this battle poisoned. Means that the Kakuna as well, this Poison Sting isn't going to poison me. But you can just see how much, it doesn't matter if they raise their defenses or not, Bite is just going to tear through them. And of course, Cypher is weak to electric type moves because it's a bug flying. Or at least it's neutral to it. No, it is super effective. That means we've also beaten Bugsy at level 15, just going into level 16 there. That's one of the lowest levels we've beaten him at. And if we're beating Bugsy at that level, I wonder what level we're going to beat the rival at. So let's have a look. He's going to start off with his Ghastly, and then he's going to go into his Meganium. No, it's not his Meganium, it's Bayleaf. Now, the Bayleaf is always a problem. We can take down the Ghastly, no problem with Bite, it's super effective. The Bayleaf is going to be a problem. Bite, if we can get the flinches, it's going to be perfect, so we do not want to be hit by Razor Leaf. If that crits, it's doing massive damage. But because we've got such bulk, we are such a bulky Pokemon, we barely take any damage whatsoever, guys. And we get through the rival so simply. Now, thinking about other moves that we could learn on this run, Iron Tail would be quite a good move. But I'm actually not too sure whether I'll need it or not. In terms of actual, attacking moves, we don't learn that many. We learn 2 via TMs, via Cut and Strength. We can learn Swift, Mud Slap, Dig, Thunder, Iron Tail, Hyper Beam, would be Clutch, Hidden Power, Rock Smash, Zap Cannon, and Headbutt. And apart from our level up moves, that's not very many like physically attacking moves. I mean, out of all of the... Oh, we lose against the Miltank. Okay, we might need a bit more power behind us before we go against the Miltank there. Oh, and I didn't save, so I'm back in Azalea. Okay, I've lost some time here. That's not good. Okay, when we finally make it back to Whitney, we're still going back in the same level. I think it is definitely doable. If we get a flinch against that Miltank, we can cancel out its rollout and take the win quite comfortably. Alternatively, if I don't win it this time, what I will do is go over to the National Park and pick up Dig, because that can break the rollout consecutive attacks. In this attempt, though, we get a clutch paralysis, then a flinch, and take him down. Miltank has been beaten while we're at level 18. That's a channel first as well. Whitney has a little cry, then gives us the badge. That moves us on to our next gym leader, which of course I don't think we're going to have a problem against whatsoever. We are going to go and pick up Dig for the time being though, because this will be very helpful when it comes to the likes of Jasmine later on. Because we don't really have much else to work with, to be fair. But coming back to Morty, who is the 4th gym leader, we're going to sweep his team quite quickly. Genuinely, we're going to do this quite quickly. So we have picked up Dig. We haven't taught Thunder yet. I'm going to teach that later on when I can go and buy as many coins as I can, because it really takes a long time to get the casino coins. Bite is just going to tear through his team. We're only level 23 here. Even his Gengar is not going to be a problem for us. We get a flinch on the Gengar. And last up is the Haunter. Can we one-shot it? That's how easy this is with a Raikou. It is an absolute unit. I love this Pokemon. And that brings us on to our next gym leader. So I was debating where to go from here really. And Chuck seemed like it would be the quickest way to get through the game and save some time. It's going to be the harder gym leader because we don't have a super effective move against the Primeape. But we've had Return, Thunder on our moveset. We've got a very okay moveset to move through this fight. Bite doesn't do much damage, but it's fine to get that final hit on. But Thunder, as long as that hits, will just one-shot that Poliwrath. We don't even see the Dynamic Punch this time. We move straight through Chuck, we get Fly from his wife, and we go straight over to Olivine. Because I want to see how we do against Jasmine. So, once we picked up Fly, actually, should I go to Mahogany first? That Steelix is definitely going to be a problem, so are the Magnemite. So, you know what? Might be worth us getting... You know what? Yeah, let's go to Mahogany. Let's do that side quest first. Let's go beat up this Gyarados. Get a few more levels and then see how we do against Jasmine after Price. I think that might be a more logical way to go about this. Because that Steelix is going to be a massive problem. We don't really have a move that's going to deal with it apart from Dig. And Dig got massively nerfed in Gen 2. It used to be a 100 base power move. It's now a 60 base power move. So once we can move through the Rocket side quest, these Rockets are not going to be a problem. We've got a Legendary Beast in our hands. And they are now facing up against 2 Legendary trainers here. Yeah, I know Dragonite's not a Legendary, it's a pseudo-Legendary. We actually have a proper Legendary on our books. I think we've already proven we are the better trainer. So Bite doesn't do too much damage to the Arbok. It still doesn't take it out in one. We have put most of our vitamins into special attack because we want Thunder to be doing big damage. Probably a not great decision in hindsight. If I'd put more into attack earlier on, we could probably have leveled out our special attack versus our attack. Meaning we could choose whichever move we wanted, it would still do as much damage as normal. God, how long were we asleep against this Gloom? That is ridiculous. I hate status effects. Last up is the Murkrow, and we're just going to go for a turn. Perfect. It still doesn't even take him out. What the hell? Generally, though, I think this is the lowest level I've ever been to go through the Rocket side quest. Level 32. And that means that the next attack we'll actually learn by level up. It's level 41 where we get Spark. Considering we've got Thunder on our moveset, Yes, it's got 100% accuracy with Spark, but Thunder is just such a powerful move. Why wouldn't I use Thunder over Spark? I forget also that Piloswine is a ground type. We go for a Dig, which doesn't do very much damage, and we look like we're not doing too well against him here. Bite becomes our clutch move again, getting the flinch, and we hang on with 16 HP, and Piloswine goes for its Hyper Potion, so we're not in a good position here. If we can keep getting flinches, we're in a good position. Blizzard misses, and we take the win. And oh no, we don't, because Dugong's out last. Please hit Thunder. Yes, we do. Okay, we do take the win. We do take the win. I wasn't worrying, guys. You guys were worrying. That means we've beaten Price, and the only gym leader left before the Rocket side quest conclusion is Jasmine. I'm actually kind of scared for Jasmine. That Steelix hits hard. The Magnemites are really trolly. I'm not sure how this is going to go whatsoever. So, Magnemite is out first. And we're going to go for Dig. That should be a super effective move. It is, so it means we can take it out in one. It means the second one will be taken out in one as well. And we missed the Thunder Wave, so that leaves us with the Steelix. Now, the Steelix is going to be a problem. Thunder doesn't hit it. And Dig doesn't do very much damage. Iron Tail can lower your defenses as well. Meaning, yeah, it's kind of who gets who down lower on HP first. Big problem is I don't use items to heal in battle. But the gym leaders can. So I'm on 18 HP here. She uses the Hyper Potion. And yeah, this is the problem with Jasmine. So only thing I could think of was maybe a couple more levels will make the difference. But I wanted to try one more time at level 34 just to see if that was just a bit of bad luck. Next out was the Magnemite. And of course, Dig is going to be the best move here. I might actually switch to see if I can get some of those flinch chances with Bite. So we're going to go for Bite, see how we do with this. We don't get the flinch chance there. We do on this one. But we don't on the third. Fourth one, we don't. She uses the Hyper Potion. We're at full HP here. This is actually looking really good. She's used her only Hyper Potion, which means if we can take her down before we get taken down, we actually might be doing alright here. So, we get a final flinch, and there we go, we take the win. So this is how we go about beating Jasmine. Crazy that Bite is the very first move we started in, is what we needed to get through that fight. I thought we'd need Dig. Turns out Bite is the MVP move. This moves us on to the Rocket side quest conclusion, where we have to go against the rival in the underground. He starts off with a Golbat, and of course we miss our Thunder. We miss it twice. And then hit. We thankfully didn't take too much damage there. But next up is going to be the Magnemite. And we know the Dig is the perfect move here. As long as we don't miss it, we do, we hit it, that's good. And that brings us on to the Haunter. Now, Dig's perfect move to use here, but I'm also going to use Bite, super effective at the same time. And we're on to the Sneasel. So Sneasel, it's weak to ground type moves. Oh, sorry, it's not weak to ground type moves, but Return is better player here. And that leaves the Meganium. Now, it's very defensively bulky. It can use Body Slam and Paralyzers, which it does straight away. And he doesn't actually use any potions. So, to be fair, as long as we don't take too much damage from the Body Slams, we can take him out quite comfortably. And that brings us on to the conclusion of the Rocket side quest, where we have to face off against this guy's Houndour, Houndoom, and Coffin. Yeah, this should be an easy matchup for us, to be fair. So, Return, powerful move, we use it against the Houndour. Next up is the Coffin. I'm going to go for Return again. It doesn't take it out in one. I forget how defensively bulky Coffin can be. Last up is Houndoom. And even though we're poisoned, and we take big damage from Feint Attack, it's not enough to beat us. We finish the Rocket side quest at level 42, and we can move on to Claire, the last gym leader of Johto before the Elite Four. And we are sailing through on our time here. We've got through so much of the game so quickly. Claire's going to be a problem. We don't have a super effective move against her. So, unless Thunder can take him out in one. Yeah, we're fully paralyzed twice. We miss. Oh, God. And Thunder doesn't even take him out with 1. Okay, this is not going well. We're going to have to go into this fight with not being paralysed. Can Return take him out with 1? Can we see how much damage that does? No. Okay. How are we going to get past these? Because I love spamming Thunder Wave. I don't think we can get past this because the last up is the Kingdra. And there's no way we're outspeeding that. We're on 5 HP. And yeah. How are we going to do this? Okay. I actually opted for Bite. Oh, we got paralysed again. I hate paralysis. I hate it so much. Oh my god. Okay. After quite a lot of time trying to figure out what we could do, Bite again became the MVP move. Basically what we were hoping for was that 10% flinch chance every time a Dragonair came out, and in this fight it just worked in our favour. You can use Bite to flinch and then Return to clean up the remainders. It's the only way we managed to get through this fight. Bite is our MVP move. I can't believe I'm saying that over likes of Thunder. Thunder does take out the Kingdra, but Bite was still the MVP move. That brings us on to the Elite Four. Now we've beaten all of the trainers, we need to go against Lycan... No, not Lycan Deer. Who did I put as the rival for this video? I think it was Jack, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Jack. Sorry. Sorry, Jack. I forgot about that. Okay, that brings us on to Jack as our final rival fight. And he's not going to be much of a problem here, unfortunately, for him. We've got the perfect moveset to take out a majority of his team. Dig for the Magneton, Bite for the Ghost type and the Psychic type Pokemon, and Return for the Meganium. So yeah, we breezed through this very comfortably. We're level 46 here. This is one of the lowest levels we've been to get to the Elite Four. Usually we're in like the early 50s to mid 50s at this point. We might actually have our first Pokemon that does it before that. Can we do it at a very, very low level? Because I think the lowest level we've actually managed to beat the game at was level 51 with Lugia. Yeah, it was. It was level 51 with Lugia. I mean, Lugia's stats are better. And definitely gets better moves than a Raikou does. This is going to be difficult, I think. I mean, Will's not going to be difficult. Majority of his Pokemon are going to be weak to Thunder. Or to Bite, actually. Thinking about it, they're all Psychic-type Pokemon, so Bite will be the optimum move to use in this fight. Bite does... wow, it takes out the Xatu in one. Okay, fair enough. Let's see how we do with the Jinx. Let's Bite it again. It's another one-shot. Okay, I'm liking where this is going. Executor. Bite. Oh, no. But we get the flinch. Okay, we're still going. Still going strong. Still going strong. This is looking very good. Can we take out this Xatu in one? No, we can't. Okay, we get confused. Okay, so that good luck had to end at some point. Bite is just going to do big damage against Xatu, but it's not even a range. It won't take it out in one. That brings us on to the Slowbro. Now we've got Thunder, we've got Bite. I'm just going to go for Bite again. It's such a good move and the flinch chance is so good. And we beat Will without much of a problem whatsoever. That brings us on to Koga. Koga with his Bug-type Pokemon is Trolley, but I don't think we're going to have too much of a problem against him. Bite will be a great move to use. We've got Return for the defensively weak ones, and Thunder in case we really need to do some powerful damage. Ariados throws it by using Double Team, and that moves us on to the Fortress. Kind of worried about this one, but Thunder should do great damage against it. It does, it's a one-shot, okay. Looking really good. Venomoth is next, and Return should do around about... Oh, I thought I was going to do about half damage. We get confused, which isn't great. You know, I really should be teaching Iron Tail at this point. But what move would I get rid of it for? Thunder is powerful. You know, out of all the moves to get rid of, Dig might be the move to get rid of for Iron Tail. But that means it's another 70-odd% move on our roster. I don't know, we'll see how we do against Bruno. If we don't need Iron Tail for this fight, then yeah. I'm going to go for Return against the Hitmontop, and it'll go for Dig. Okay, so this is why you keep Dig for now. Because what it does is cancel out his Dig, and then he'll always go for Detect. Meaning that you can take him out without taking any damage whatsoever. Brings us on to the Onyx. Onyx is very specially defensively weak, which is perfect, because Bite will do big damage on it. Annoyingly, he has set up Sandstorm, so we will start taking loads of chip damage. And we don't want to take any hits from this Hitmonlee. We need Return to do big damage here. It's not enough to take him out. Okay. We're not looking in a good position right now. Next up is going to be the Hitmonchan. And he does have Ice Punch on his repertoire. Mach Punch also does decent damage. It's going to chip away at us. And we're losing so much HP to Sandstorm. Mach Punch. Oh, we're on 13 HP. Can we beat the Machamp like this? If he hits us with Cross Chop, this is this attempt over. Thunder, come on. One shot, baby. Oh, not enough. It's just not enough. It's just not enough. We lost to Bruno. We lost to Bruno. I hate it when we lose to him. Okay, what I can take from that last attempt. The strategy was sound. The problem was Sandstorm. How can we get past that Onyx without taking any damage from Sandstorm? Well, I don't think there is a way past it because Bite just doesn't do enough damage. Unless we can outspeed things. Oh, this is just not going our way. I hate Sandstorm. You know, I'm going to go for Dig and get rid of a Sandstorm turn. And we do take a Hitmonlee out with a critical hit. Okay, this might have actually saved us here. Next is Hitmonchan. I'm going to go down to 106 HP here. If I use Dig again... Okay, Sandstorm subsided. That's pretty good. We're on a lot better HP here going into the final Pokemon. We might be able to tank a Cross Chop on this amount of HP. But I'm not 100% sure. Does Thunder take it out? It doesn't. Cross Chop hits. 11 HP. We win. Oh, come on. Max Potion. That is a cheap shot. That's such a cheap shot, Bruno. Please hit. There we go. We take the win. He nearly cheesed us. He nearly cheesed us with that Max Potion. But big brain stats work in our favour. Not for you, Bruno. That brings us on to Karen. And again, this is another matchup. I have no idea what is going to be the best player here. Thunder will do big damage against most of her Pokemon. We don't want to be hit by sand attacks. Of course, we get hit by one. And that brings out the Vileplume. Return is still probably one of the better moves to be using against her team. It's not going to be oh, we get put... Okay. We've been paralysed again. I should really do like a paralysis counter or a status condition counter on these videos. Just to prove it's not just me that gets annoyed by this. Like, it's ridiculous in Gen 2. It is absolutely ridiculous. We do have a lot of good HP right now though, but we are paralysed and we are cursed, so we are losing it very quickly. Unless we can take our Houndoom in one, which, nah, it's not going to work. That could not have gone any worse for us. Okay. We need to make sure we're not sand attacked. And of course we are. Yeah, that was me hitting my hand off my face. Okay, can we please not get stun spored? We got a flinch. 2 flinches in a row. Okay, we might have this now. As long as we're not paralysed, we should actually be able to win this in theory. Bite does big damage on Gengar, but it's not enough to take it out, but we get enough. That's a 3rd flinch in a row. Wow. Okay. RNG's favouring us right now. Okay, so Return does big damage against the Houndoom, but it won't take it out in one. She uses a Max Potion, so it's going to take another 2 turns of Return. But we outspeed, so that works perfectly into our favour. And last up is the Murkrow. Defensively weak Pokemon. Return will do not enough to take it out. Fair enough. We still take the win. And that brings us on to the final Elite Four member. Lance the Dragon-type trainer. Dragon-type trainer. We've got a good matchup against most of his Pokemon. The Dragonite's not so much. But I still think, you know what? I've got an idea here. Let's get Rain Dance set up, and that means that now Thunder will hit every single time. When Rain Dance is up, Thunder hits 100% of the time. Meaning we can do big damage to all of his Pokemon. We can get paralysis against... Oh, we got paralyzed ourselves. That did not work in our favour. I hate paralysis. It's happened literally every major battle. Every major battle. And we're not even taking them out in one. Hyper Beam's doing big damage. Oh, come on. We're not going to be able to do this. You know what? Reflect would be a good move to have. He's a physical attacking team. I don't really need Dig for this fight either. Do I have any rare candies? Because if I'm not going to win this, setting up Reflect at the start might actually make a big difference. Okay, let's try this again. We know we definitely want Rain Dance to be set up. But I'm going to set up Reflect to begin with. And then take him out with Thunder. So we've got at least 4 more turns worth of Thunder that will hit every single time. So I'm going to use Bite to see if we can get a flinch chance. We don't, but thankfully it does not get us there. And Hyper Beam hits, but because of the Reflect, it makes a big difference. We get a critical hit on that Dragonite. We've got a second Dragonite now. Reflect has faded. I'm just going to go for Bite. We get a flinch. And can we one-shot it with with Thunder from here? We can't. Okay. Yeah, we can. Okay. So that might be the strat to go with. Bite Thunder. Can we get a flinch on this one here as well? We don't, but he sets up Safeguard. It's not the worst thing. He goes for Outrage. Come on, give me the flinch. Give me the flinch. Just get rid of it, return. 2 Pokemon left. We've got Charizard and Aerodactyl. Can we outspeed the Aerodactyl? We can in Thunder hits. Perfect. That's going to be a one-shot. Leaves him just with the Charizard. As long as we outspeed and hit with Thunder, we win this at level 52. Come on. We hit. And we win. We get the win at level 52. That is the second lowest level we have ever done a solo run with in Johto. And I'm going to surprise you guys even more right now. Let's go into the Hall of Fame and you'll see exactly what I mean here. Let's just have a think back to Lugia. Lugia finished the game in 3 hours and 35 minutes. And that was the quickest run we've done today, apart from Typhlosion, which is 3:33. Raikou has absolutely smashed that by another 20 minutes. We officially have the quickest Pokemon on this channel so far in Johto. 3 hours and 12 minutes to beat the entirety of Johto. I was so surprised by that. I had no idea that Raikou would be that good. But of course we have the post game as well. Let's see if we can even beast that on the post game as well. The time to beat in post game is 4 hours 42 minutes, and that was set by Typhlosion. So, Blue, of course, is not too much of a problem for us. The Rhydon is a problem because it will set up Sandstorm. And as we know from the Bruno fight, that move was massively detrimental to us. Which is why we still have Reflect on our moveset. He then pivots into Gyarados that gets rid of it by setting up... He's going to set up... No, he goes for Hyper Beam. Okay, we'll try this again. If he'd set up Rain Dance, that would have really helped us out there. But let's start this again. Pidgeot is out first. Level 59 here. And I'm going to use Reflect to start off with. He uses a Reflect as well, which is perfect. Meaning that special defense didn't go up and Thunder will still one-shot. We've got higher defense now. And that brings us into Rhydon. So, Bite is still a perfect move to be using here. We won't get Crunch for another 2 levels. And he does set up the Sandstorm annoyingly. What we really want is to get past this Rhydon as quick as possible for him to bring out his Gyarados and for his Gyarados to then set up a Rain Dance. He doesn't do that this time. He goes for Alakazam next. Thankfully, Bite is a great move and it will still one-shot that. Oh no, it doesn't one-shot. What the hell? Oh no. This might not work in my favour. This really might not work in my favour. Executor. We've got 3 Pokemon left. We've got 50 HP. Come on, get the flinch. He goes for Solar Beam. Okay, we can take out Executor fine. Next is Arcanine. This is going to be a problem. If He uses extreme speed. That's a problem. Thunder, please one-shot. It's a one-shot. Get in. One Pokemon left in his Gyarados. Please set up Rain Dance. No need. Thunder hits. We take the win. At level 60 against Blue. That's pretty good. That's the lowest. I think that's the lowest level we've beaten Blue at as well. Okay, that leaves one last trainer. We need to go and beat Red on Mount Mortar. Or is it Mount Silver? I think it's Mount Silver. Either way, we are level 60 going into this fight. And Return does not one-shot Pikachu. And they've set up Charm. We're not in a good position already. Charm is a very detrimental move when we are trying Curse strats. But we have put Rest on our moveset. So what we are going to do is set up as many curses as possible. And when we are ready, we're going to try and sweep with Return. So now we've got full curse set up. Please don't hit us. Misses, and we manage to rest up before Thunder hits us. We are technically PP stalling right now, so the Thunder will stop hitting us frequently. And as soon as we have set up our full curse... Come on, wake back up for our Raijin. Yep, there you go. He's switched to using Thunderbolt. Which means there's not going to do anywhere near as much damage. Basically, we want him to get rid of all of his Thunderbolts. We can set up Curse and then we can start sweeping. The worst thing that can happen is any of his Pokemon get a critical hit because that ignore... Charm hits again. You're annoying, Pikachu. Don't like you. Okay, so... Yeah, if any of his Pokemon hit us with a critical hit, we're pretty much going to go down in one. It ignores any stat increases. And what would be even better is if we had Amnesia on our moveset, which we don't get. Psychic does big damage, and we're now onto the Snorlax. Yeah, we can learn Crunch here, but to be fair, we're not using Bite anymore. It's not the strategy we're going to go with. Because Snorlax is out, we need to rest up, and he goes for Amnesia. As long as he doesn't use Body Slam and crit, we will be fine. Okay, Body Slam did pitiful damage. Please do not crit us. The Reflector's gone. Will we one-shot with Return? No, we don't. Then he rests. Okay, this actually gives us a chance to hit him with Rest. Sorry, hit him with Return and maybe rest up ourselves as well. Annoying thing when Snorlax is asleep, it does use Snore. So I am actually going to rest here because Snore will just chip away at us and I want to be as high of HP as possible for the next Pokemon incoming. It's just going to be a little while until one of us wakes up. He wakes up and uses Rest again. Actually perfect, because Snore doesn't do very much damage. If we wake up now, we can get 2 returns in before he wakes up and uses Rest again. Okay, so there's 1 return. It does quite a lot of damage. It's not a range to kill him though. Second one takes him out and we're on very good HP going into the next Pokemon. Venusaur usually likes to set up Sunny Day, so this actually gives us a chance to hit Return. I don't think it's going to be a one-shot. Nope, still not a one-shot. And he goes for Synthesis instead of Solar Beam. Okay, fair enough. But because the sun is up, Synthesis will do massive amounts of recovery. But what we can do is stall out the sun, meaning that at some point he's going to have to set up the sun again, and we should be able to take the win after that. And he's going to waste all of his Synthesis PP as well. Okay. It's not even a range to take him out with Return, which is annoying. Okay, that should be his last Synthesis. So he shouldn't be able to heal any more after this, and the sun should go down. Ideally, we don't want that sun to be up. There we go. There we go. We take the win. The sun is not up, which means that Charizard's Flamethrowers will not be very powerful. Or at least as potent as they normally are. It's still going to be a very powerful move, but not enough to even do half damage to us, which means Return will do big damage in return. It's still not enough to take him out. Oh no, this is not looking good. And we're burned. Oh, not like this. Not like this. Come on. We've got all the way to the final Pokemon. That's how you want to play, eh? That's really how you want to play, Red. Okay. So I've sped this up a little bit because it does take a while to do that whole setup. The last attempt took a good couple minutes worth of footage. But we're going to do the same strategy. This is the strategy that will work. So, once we've set up our full curses, we can rest up, get rid of paralysis, and start sweeping as much as we can. I mean, we probably will rest up a few more times because we don't want that Pikachu to be dealing that much damage to us. We want to get through to the Espeon without losing much HP. If we can PP stall, that works in our favour, or if he just uses quick attack, even better. We don't want him to be using Charm whatsoever. Thunderbolt, fair enough, use Thunderbolt all you want, and the return finally takes out the Pikachu. That then brings us to the Espeon. So Espeon, it's going to do big damage with a Psychic. Will return take it out in one? It does. Okay. That brings us on to Snorlax. We should really rest up here. And he goes for Amnesia. That's fine, we're not using Thunder at the moment. We'll probably use it when it comes to the Blastoise. Body Slam doesn't do much, which is perfect. Please don't crit. Please don't crit. Okay, it's a decent amount of HP. Can we one-shot now? No, we still can't one-shot it. So we anticipate he's going to use Rest, so we're going to rest up ourselves and be at full HP when it comes out of sleep. Snore will do pitiful amounts of damage. That's perfect. We don't want him to do very much to us. You know what? There really isn't any other moves in our move pool that can do more than what Return can. I mean, Hyper Beam maybe, but nah. Return probably still is doing more than Hyper Beam would. This is such a back and forth. He is asleep though, so we do get past the Snorlax. 159 HP. And next up, of course, is the Venusaur. So it's probably going to go for the same strategy as last time. Return will do big damage. But this time we take it out in one. Okay, this is different. That means the and then he brings out Blastoise with the sun up. Why did he bring out Blastoise with the sun up? Have we just won this? Oh, no, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Please don't. Oh, no, he's put Rain up. 4 HP. Are you kidding me? What is my luck here? Oh, my word. We've done it. As soon as we wake up, Return will one-shot. Wake up, you... Come on, wake up, you sleepy dog. Come on, come on. Oh my god, please, 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 please. Yes! We did it. Level 64? Raikou beats Red at level 64. Oh my word. Is that the lowest level we've been able to do it at? It is as well. That is hands down the lowest level we've been able to do this at. What time did we finish on? Okay, so level 64, we know we finished on that. Curse, Return, Thunder and Rest. What time did we finish on? Oh my word. We've just beat the 4.5 hours mark of beating Red in Johto Pokemon Gold. Oh my word. That is a quick run. That's beaten Lugia by half an hour. Half an hour that's beaten Lugia by. Oh my word, that is an amazing run. Oh, I don't even know what's coming up next on the wheel. Snubbles first. I'm in such awe that we've done so well on that Raikou run. Second's Lantern, we've just done Leshy type Pokemon. What's last? What's last? I'm still in awe about Raikou. Sentret. Nah, you know, I think out of all of them, I've never done a Snubble run before. We'll go with Snubble. If you've got to this point in the video, thank you for bearing with me. That was a very long video, but it was worth it in the end. Smash that like and subscribe, you legends. And we'll be back in a few days with this Snubble run. Take care. I am in such awe about this. Oh my god.